Rich Eisen, NFL Network, Rich Eisen Show, talked about Kevin Stefanski and why he should be Coach of the Year.
He had Watson, then he didn't. Then he had P.J. Walker, and they beat the 49ers.
I'm still baffled by that.
By the way, it happened.
I watched it.
It happened. And it's not just because the Niners were terrible. It's the Niners were affected by one of the best defenses in the league. He's the one who convinced Jim Schwartz to do the gig, which, by the way, is game-changing. Okay? So there's that. He's also then, after P.J. Walker seems to lose his, mojo, Watson comes back, isn't really all that healthy until he plays the game of his Browns career, right? Beating the Ravens. And then we learn, he played that game with a shoulder that was so bad it needs surgery. And a high ankle sprain, right? And poof, he's gone. And so it's not going to be P.J. Walker. We got to turn to DTR. Wins with him, and then he gets concussed. And let's go call Joe Flacco up.
And he is balling.
Oh, and Nick Chubb's gone, and they bring Kareem Hunt back. And look at the Jets. That's what happens when you don't have the right plan and the right offensive mindset to fix it on the fly.
All right, Quincy, you make the case. What's your case for Kevin Stefanski as Coach of the Year, and how's he doing it?
If you are a spades player in the audience right now, I will use an analogy. Kevin Stefanski got dealt a hand this year with nothing but low clubs and hearts, right? No books in that hand. You look at it, might be two. He got 9 and he's counting. That's what he's on right now. He has 9 and he's counting. Look, Coach of the Year is about how well you play your cards. And there were some coaches that got dealt a good hand and they played those hands solidly and they have good records. There are some coaches that got dealt a little bit of a bad hand. But he has the 3rd best record in the AFC right now. 3rd best record. 7th best record in football right now. With the worst dealt hand I've ever seen a coach get, okay, on the offensive side of the ball. That's what Coach of the Year is all about, right? Is what can you do with as little as you've been dealt? And he has been dealt every bad card in the deck, and he's still finding a way to turn it into books, wins, W's. That's Coach of the Year. That's the stuff that we give Mike Tomlin credit for, right? Oh, man, you don't ever go under 5. Anything can happen to Pittsburgh. He should win Coach of the Year for going 5. How many times we heard that when he had Duck Hodges out there? Oh, yeah, he should get Coach of the Year because he got Duck Hodges to 8 wins. We done got 4 quarterbacks, 4 of them. Dave, we're just now about to start for the first time all season, a quarterback for more than 4 games.
Yep.
Well, more than 3 games. It is week 16, which tells me, Dave, this been going on all season. It ain't like he just dealt with 3 quarterbacks in the last month. Nah, man, he's been having to pull dudes in, put guys out, pull dudes in, put guys out at the most important position. And we ain't even talked about the offensive line. We haven't even talked about the fact that Nick Chubb went out in 5 quarters into the season. We haven't talked about any of that. And you know why we don't talk about it as much, Dave? Because they're 9 and 5. People don't think that they've been through this much, because how could you go through this much and be 9 and 5? Which is exactly why they should be Coach of the Year, which might also be exactly why he doesn't get it, ironically enough.
26% of their salary cap is on IR. So let that sink in. Over a quarter of it.
By the way, go back and look at the teams that have had similar salary cap on IR numbers as the Cleveland Browns. Ooh, those win totals are not anywhere near 9.